I get so many compliments and questions about what my makeup routine is. So today I'm finally going to be spilling the tea and showing you guys how I do my makeup. Before you guys watch the video though, please be sure that you have given me a testimonial. I am applying for the Sephora squad, and with your guys' help, I am trying to get as many testimonies as possible. I'll be sure that I put the link down below in the description and also in the comments section. Thanks guys. Love you. All right, let's get to the video. Okay, I start off very simple by using a primer from e.l.f. If I'm not using this e.l.f. putty primer, then I am using the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. But lately my skin has been struggling with dryness, so I'm just gonna go in with the putty primer. The other thing that I also like about the putty primer is that it gives my skin like a dewy finish to it, and I also feel like it does a good job of starting to minimize my pores. After I go in with my primer, I like to use my NARS foundation. This is in the shade Medium 5 Valencia, and this is their soft matte complete foundation. I love a good matte foundation. Despite me constantly wanting to be dewy, it's something about a matte foundation that just makes me so happy. What's the beauty blender? Once it's on the back of my hand, I go in and dab it with my beauty blender. It's actually a really good match. I like this foundation a lot because I feel like it just makes the skin look like seamless once I get it all in. And yeah, this is actually like the perfect match for me. It's just a little off because it's summertime and I keep tanning, but I refuse to get a different foundation. So we're just gonna darken it up once I put on my bronzer. Okay, of course you want to make sure that you go down into your neck. Once I'm done with my foundation, I will go in with my concealer, and this is a concealer from Sephora. It's their Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Multi-Wear Concealer. And let's see, this one is 12 Hour Hydration, and it's in the shade 23Y from the Sephora collection. Concealer is like one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup. Honestly, concealer, blush, and highlight. Actually, I lied. I also really love doing my eyeshadow as well. Pretty much anything but the base is like kind of my favorite. One thing I've also been obsessed with is this e.l.f. Halo Glow contour. I kind of go back and forth about what contours I'm using. It's either this one or the Ilia. But when you have a makeup that is too light, you definitely want to make sure that your contour is pretty bold. Also, a tip for you guys, put your contour a little bit above like your actual natural contour on your cheeks so that when you blend it in, it goes perfectly down to where you need it to. Once I'm done with contour, I go ahead and I put on my concealer. As you guys can see, we kind of do everything together, and then I like to blend it all at once so that it's like very cohesive. I feel like that's a pro tip that not enough people talk about, is like not doing your makeup steps so totally separate. I also sometimes use the bronzer by LYS, but it just depends. I do like to put this bronzer kind of like down here sometimes. This bronzer is really dark, but it's also like very matte. So I only do it like if I'm okay with the skin being a little dry, but you can just see how much that gave me like a jawline. Like jawline looks crazy right now. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments what your favorite part of doing your makeup is. I just like the after effect, you know, like seeing everything come together. All right, so I'm starting to blend now. And as you can see, you see how like it started up there, but now it's down in here. Yep. Darken up like right over on top of the forehead area so that it gives you kind of that shadow. And then I put the concealer in the middle section right there so that it gives kind of that like natural highlight. Okay, so the two blush shades that I used, I went in with e.l.f. and I went in with Rare Beauty. And the e.l.f. is in the shade Coming In Hot Pink, and the Rare Beauty is in the shade Believe. And I kind of just like to place them right here, and then when it blends out, as you can see, the lighter pink is here, then the darker pink is going up towards my eye. One thing I want to tell you guys is play around with your blush placement, because one thing that I learned about myself is I like my blush to be like directly under my eye. I don't really like it on like the apples of my cheek anymore, but you'll see in a second I'm going to go in with the powder blush, and I do put that one on my apple. But as far as like my liquid blush, I like to put it really up towards the eye so that it kind of gives that like snatch effect to my face, if that makes sense. Some people don't understand why I let my concealer sit, but I feel like when you let your concealer sit for a little bit, like it really gets sucked into your eyes. One thing about me, I'm a sucker for a like snatch concealer look. Okay, so we're going in with a Rare Beauty powder blush, and this one is in the shade Happy. When I first tried out the Rare Beauty blushes, I was literally so shocked. Like, one thing that I always loved about them is how it has kind of like a gold tint to it. If you know me, I am stuck in 2016 when it comes to highlighter. Like, if we could bring anything back, it would be 2016 highlighter. Before I blend anything though, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty. This is the highlighter and it is in the shade Trophy Wife. Like I said, stuck in 2016. This is actually shattered. I think I dropped it, but like, I've been on a budget lately, y'all, because I've been trying to save money because I spend so much money on skincare and makeup. So I have been refusing to buy another one. So we're gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of this highlighter to my eyes. I like to add this highlighter to my eyes kind of as like that gold base for my eyeshadow, using the same highlighter as your eyeshadow, because then your highlighter and your eyeshadow match and it just makes your face like a whole lot more cohesive. Okay, so let's blend this out down here really quick. And like I said, this is definitely like a step that you do not have to do, but it's just gonna make your jawline a lot more snatched. I did this side better. Ooh, trust the process. Go ahead and go to the eyes, which is the part I feel like everyone is waiting for. So the palette that I use for my eyes is actually from Mary Kay. Y'all, do not sleep on Mary Kay. I remember when I first started doing YouTube and people were like, Mary Kay, and I was like, yes, Mary Kay. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with the shade Bronze Horizon, which is that shade right there. And that's gonna go in the middle. This kind of reminds me of like a sunset. Ever since I got this palette, I have not done anything else. So there we go. Then you've got that on, and they're both like pretty glittery. As you can see, I have two different colors on right now and they're both glittery. So then what you do on the outer side of your eye, you go in with a matte, and sometimes I'll combine it with the glittery, but I'll use the Sienna Skies and the Dream Big Brown, and then boom, just dab it right there in the outer corner. And what I do, it's gonna depend on your own eye shape, but like I kind of circle mine around because that's just the way that my eyes are shaped. Okay, let me see if I can give you a close-up. Hopefully it looks good for you guys. The bad part about using your fingers is they get so messy. Up next, we have mascara, and this is one of my favorite mascaras. It's the Milani Tubing Mascara. I love a good tubing mascara because it's just so easy to wash off at the end of the night. Do you do your eyes first, or do you do your base routine first? I literally always do my base routine. Sometimes I wear eyeliner, sometimes I don't. This is just a dark brown eyeliner. It's from Ruby Kisses, which I literally just got from the beauty supply store. And I'm gonna go in with the Mary Kay translucent setting powder. There we go. Perfect. And then to go there, same eyeliner that I use, I also use as my lip liner. I don't really overline my lips. I kind of just go right to her. So I'm gonna go in with the lip plumper, and this is the What the Fake lip plumper by Essence Cosmetics. I am still seeing how good this works as a lip plumper, but it works amazing as a base to go in between the lips. So now we've got kind of that nude look going. What I like to do to add a little bit more gloss, I use my Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Major Flex, and I'll put it on top. So last but not least, I use this lip jelly. It's only $1.25 from the dollar store. And I just put a little bit right there. And that sort of warms up the lip. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out. Cut crease go crazy. I hope this looks good, you guys. I haven't done my makeup on camera in a long time. Like, this is actually one of my first makeup routines on my channel in years. I hope you were inspired. I hope you like my look. Like, I hope that you learned something new, because honestly, this is really all that I do. It's exactly how I would sit down to film, or this is how I would go out and about. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please let me know down in the comments below if you enjoyed this video, or let me know some of your favorite makeup products. I'm very interested and I love doing makeup, so I love learning more things about it, and I hope you learned some new things today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.